Hello, my name is KempQ, and welcome to today's adventure. Over the last year, I've been building an account from scratch, from level 3 to just above 1900 total, the Inferno completed, and the quest cape achieved. I want to put what I've built to the test and the skills I've acquired in the last year to see how far they can really take me. Pushing the limits of myself and the game is something that I've been fascinated with ever since Oldschool Runescape came out. And what better way of taking what I've learned and improving on it than to challenge myself against one of the most difficult PvM challenges in the game, but with significant constraints that dramatically reduce my chance of success. With a maximum budget of 10 million GP, it'll be difficult to decide what gear to bring and how to use it. This puts my abilities to the test, and there's so much more to learn with these restrictions. You may be wondering where I've been for the last 3 months. It's a long time. I'll talk more about that at the end of the video, but in summary, I got a new job and I moved. But I want to let you know I'm back to making videos now, and welcome to the return of yours truly. Indulge me in assuming that this is a back from your hack Inferno attempt, where untradables are acceptable even if they did cost money initially. I don't think anybody that got hacked and now has 10 mil to their name is diving straight into the Inferno, but like I said, indulge me. And as I was considering untradables exempt from my 10 mil budget, I was going over the Book of Law, the Book of Darkness, and the Crystal Shield, thinking about which one should I bring, or should I bring 2 of the 3. Ultimately, I decided that mage bonus wasn't that important, and that the Crystal Shield with its massive range defense should be brought over anything else.
Nice.
In fact, this idea informed the entire concept of my strategy, being able to tank pretty much all the ranger hits with my tank gear and praying mage pretty much the entire time. This is my story of constant failure and learning. It begins with a great plunge into the depths of the Inferno. It wasn't long before I realized just how many different things I had to keep track of. And when I learned something new, it was the simple, basic things that I managed to let slip under. I'm so dumb. I brought a 3-dose stamina with me? What am I doing? Should only need 5 doses though, so it should be alright. Alright, this is really bad. I'm so out of practice, but I have to use my first restore dose at wave 38, which is, yeah, not very good.
Failure. Again.
We don't care what they say, we will be here all day. We'll stay here till it's over. Till the world's out of sight, we will stand, we will fight. It's not over till it's over.
A problem I encountered was that I wasn't dipping into my supplies. Time and time again, there would be a chance for me to die, and I just would refuse to drink a brew. Confronting the fact that I just made the same mistake that I've probably made tens of times before is really difficult for me, and drinking a brew dose is like a concrete admission of that failure. If I don't do anything, get lucky, and survive, then that regret just seems to slip away like nothing happened. Keeping the pillars alive is vital for keeping me alive, and sometimes I let the nibblers go at them for a little bit too long. This time I thought I killed them all, but apparently not. What?
Oh, right!
Tango down.
I started getting a little better at actually using my brews instead of accepting immediate death. By wave 47, I'm down 2 restores and 1 brew dose. Take note that I drop a lot of my brews at wave 1 so that I can unequip my gear. They stay there forever, so there's no harm. I've also switched up my strategy. I don't have that tank gear anymore. Now I have the Unholy Book, which gives me a +8 range bonus, as well as a +8 mage bonus. This really helps in increasing my accuracy against the nibblers, which solves my pillar health problem, and also against Zuck, the rune crossbow will hit a lot more accurately. Wave 63 now, probably the hardest wave in the Inferno. Wave 63 completed. There used to be this Clan Wars portal in the beta worlds that transported you to an arena with 6 Jads in it. I attempted that many times, and after dozens of failures, I managed to complete it. With that experience behind me, triple Jads is a lot easier than it used to be. But this time, I only have a toxic blowpipe, which makes it a lot harder. Fortunately, I was able to get the first Jad down, which is the hardest part. Triple Jads down, time for Zuck. Damaging Zuck to half health makes his minions stop spawning. To recharge my run energy, all I have to do is follow the shield and make sure to walk the entire time. The rune crossbow is a good weapon generally speaking, but not when you have to do long range attacks. On Zuck and on Jad, the armadillo crossbow and the twisted bow suffice just fine. But as I'm using a rune crossbow, I have to use the long range style whenever I'm in the corners. Otherwise, I'll get dragged out of the shield's protection and take a hit from Zuck. I have enough energy. Time to spawn another minion. Here comes Jad.
I have to use the long range style.
The mistake I made, clicking Jad before hitting my long range option. With all the supplies I had, I'm sure I would have beaten it, if only I had switched the order. This time I wouldn't give up. If I needed to dip into my supplies at an early wave, I was gonna do it. No matter what, this would be the attempt where I succeed. Yes. Yes. I did it. Finally. I did it. It's done. It's done. Beautiful. Yes. Only after forgiving myself for making silly mistakes and committing headstrong to the end goal was I able to endure the waves and complete my challenge. After all, if you don't make mistakes on the way, was it ever worth doing in the first place? With that, I'll wish you a fantastic day, and you'll see much more of me in the near future. Perhaps with a challenge more challenging.